What are your thoughts on Sirius? Now that you bring that up, is that a huge uh, uh, channel for or platform, I should say? Is that a huge platform for bands to get
Absolutely.
their music on? Okay.
Absolutely. Sirius, Music Choice, DMX, Stingray Digital are like the big four.
Hmm.
And, once you get your record on, it's not only the awareness and the exposure you're going to get, but dude, when Sirius gets on a record, it can be a make or break for the artist. And for an ideal example, Ginger, you know, little old metalcore band from the Ukraine. We were Cloud Factory, and it was like, we didn't get the love from Sirius on it. But when Pisces came out, Jose fell in love with the band, and he really got behind the band. And if it wasn't for that, we probably would not be anywhere near where we are with them in the United States if it wasn't for them. And the same kind of goes for Music Choice and a few of the other digital channels. The market impact is huge, and it's essential for artist development. If you want to break your band, that's what you have to do. I mean, think about it. The Stern Show. Somebody goes on the Stern Show, 20 million people are listening to Stern. That means 20 million people know about your band. Okay? Jose at Sirius for Liquid Metal gets behind a record. Okay? That means millions of metal fans are listening while they're driving to work. And what happens? They get turned on to a really cool band. Either they're going to like it or they don't. If they dig it, they're going to stream it. They're going to buy the album. They're going to buy the merch. And then, when the band's on the road, they're going to go buy tickets and they're going to buy more merch. Right. What's there not to like? It's a win-win situation for everybody.
Have you been able to pick out people, or it's a weird question, but have you been able to pick out bands that you thought were going to get airplay on Octane or Liquid Metal or whatever it was on Sirius? Jose, that you speak of, Jose Manguin, right? That's who you're speaking of, which I listened to his show quite a bit. So I don't know what they're looking for exactly. I don't know if there's a formula that they get behind or if it's just something that grabs them. You know what I mean? But that's interesting. Have you been able to eyeball it or catch it with your ear and say, yes, this band, I think they're going to have a shot with them? Or no, probably not.
Absolutely. Yeah. When I listen to something, I know it's got a shot to go there. It's whether or not the PD of the channel is going to like it. Okay. Right. Now, I know Jose 27 years. I dealt with him in college radio and at WMFS when he was in Memphis. He programs by gut instinct and what he thinks is going to sound good on the channel. He's not there to play everybody's band. He's there to make the channel sound good. And once you, as a promo guy, kind of understand that, and you can accept the fact that not only him, but every other programmer in the country, whether it's, Eddie Trunk, or whether it's KISW in Seattle or anywhere else, they're going to play a record that they like or that they think jives well with their show. A talented programming a radio station is like playing guitar or drums. It takes talent. All right. And to make something sound good and segue good takes talent. And it's the same way playing an instrument, so you can know something's going to sound good, but the whole point is it going to sound good over here or is it going to sound good over there, segueing into what they're doing. So you kind of have to be able to separate and distinguish the two. And then, from that point, you can get on the phones and say, well, I know he's not going to like the record, but I know she'll like this record because she's into stuff in this vein. Yeah. And then, you kind of isolate where you can get your support, and that's where you start. Once you have that going, then you go outside the box and you go to everybody and you try to make that happen.